Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at my newest custom, which is a new Deadpool. I haven't made a Deadpool in a really long time, so this is kind of cool. And this is the first time I've made a Deadpool using an import figure as the base. So the customer contacted me and said he wanted me to make a Deadpool using the Figma snake as the base, which didn't really need much work. All we really had to do was swap out the heads and add the Deadpool belt buckle. So what I did was I removed the head from snake, obviously, and Figma joints allow you to do that pretty easily, so no big deal there. And I had to shave down the neck because the neck had hair on it from snake, so I shaved down the neck, I resculpted that, and then I made the standard Toy Biz Deadpool head fit on the body using the original articulation, and I made that interchangeable with the Bowen head also. So he has a little bit of variety there. Get that seated all the way. So he's got the Bowen head and the regular head. I particularly like the Bowen one, but I think they both look good. So I'm really happy with that, and he is too. So interchangeable heads, kind of the way Figma does things anyway. And then all we had to do was repaint the figure, but as you guys know, Snake had bluish gray joints and Deadpool doesn't, so we had to worry about that too. And the thing is, Figma joints, they don't really hold paint at all. So what we did was we decided to just swap out the joints with joints from other figures, which wasn't a problem for the elbows or the knees or the ankles or anything. But the shoulders didn't really work out. You know, Snake has those weird shoulder joints in there. So those unfortunately are the original ones. We didn't really have a choice there because I couldn't find another figure that had those same joints. So I did paint them up as best I could, but it's not gonna last. Luckily though, they are fairly well hidden, so no big deal there. Then the belt buckle is the same belt buckle from the Hasbro Deadpool. I just put it on the belt that was already there. And then we needed swords, of course, because Deadpool is pretty handy with his swords. So we got the swords from the Hanzo figure, the Figma Hanzo, and we took the sword clip from the Figma Kirito. So I made a hole in his back to peg the swords into. So that works just fine, and he still has the original hole in his lower back. And I took the Kirito clip and connected the sword sheaths from Hanzo to them, because these sword sheaths are just for show anyway. They just come apart like that, so you can make it look like he's pulled the sword out. And then of course, if you do that, you need actual swords to go with that. So we have those, and the hands from Snake worked perfectly on those, so that was convenient. They're obviously removable. I just have them on right now. So the Hanzo swords, well, we had to get 2 of them. They work really nicely for Snake. The hands fit perfectly, and then this worked out nicely too. Once I just connected the scabbards to the Kirito clip. So you can have either just one sword on his back like that, or you can put them both on there, and you can adjust the angle however you want to. So that's kind of useful. Everything else is pretty much standard Snake, just been repainted with the, I originally did it with like kind of a more flat black and a little bit of a satiny red to make it look like leather, but we decided to just give him the good old flat coat there to flatten everything out. And then everything's dry brushed. I did a very subtle dry brush for the red. The black is actually not dry brushed. I take that back. The black is solid black. And then I wanted the gray belts and everything to be very detailed, so that has a little bit more of a light dry brush on there, or a heavier dry brush, so you can see the black in there, and it's kind of more contrast. All of the buckles are painted up silver, of course, and hopefully you can see it for the gray parts for the belts. I kind of gave it like a faux leather look by, well, I don't know how to really describe it, but you can kind of see more black streaks in there. That's intentional, obviously. I didn't want the outfit to have that so much, just a little bit of shading in the outfit, and then the heavier streaking in the straps. So he does still come with all of the same hands. I repainted all the hands. You can see I already have the gun in that one and the gun in this one. So he's got all of the Snake hands, which worked out nicely, even the ones for climbing. He still has those. Still has the muzzle flash effect. So this guy is, Snake's basically like a do-it-yourself Deadpool kit. You just need to put some heads on him and a belt and then repaint everything. So all of the articulation's actually original, other than swapping out the joints themselves. And I actually did fix the lower torso joint that's generally pretty weak on this figure, so now it's not so sloppy anymore. So I was customer is pretty happy about that. So there it is, guys. I'll give you a height measurement just in case you aren't familiar, he stands about 15.5 centimeters, which makes him stand about just over 6 inches tall. So this will fit in nicely with any Figma collection or import collection. It's loosely inspired by the Deadpool movie design, but mostly, obviously, we just went with what Snake had on him and turned it into a Deadpool look. So there it is, guys. Stick around for some photos here at the end. Make sure you click that like button if you like this video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. In the meantime, keep collecting.